Hey guys, this is Roderick. I'm coming at you with another recipe. Last week I brought you the recipe for chicken teriyaki that I use. Today we are going to be doing a zesty honey mustard flavored chicken. So I start with some olive oil, and then we move on to some Dietz Watson zesty honey mustard. Alright, so that bottle was pretty much empty. I just wanted to kill it. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to pause you for a moment. Alright, so next, basil, oregano, and thyme. Then we got some salt and pepper. Ground cumin. And garlic. I use granulated for this particular recipe. And then you hit it with a whisk. That's a little thick, so we're going to add a little bit more olive oil. Alright, that's for the sauce. Alright, so just like with last week's teriyaki chicken, we're going to have the chicken tenders like that and toss them right in that bowl. Next, you're going to want to knead the chicken. So you're going to want to use the sauce to cover every bit of that chicken thoroughly. Next, as usual, you want to disinfect your work surface. I use an ammonium chloride solution. Bleach will work, but ammonium chloride does a better job and is the common chemical used in most kitchens in the U.S. Alright, so next we want to coat the bottom of our 10-inch skillet with some olive oil. Whenever I do a chicken like this with an oil mixed into the sauce, I always make sure I'm using the same sauce to coat the pan as I am for the sauce. All right. Next, you've got to just toss the chicken in the pan once it's hot. And make sure to have a splatter screen ready and to keep it from getting everywhere and, more importantly, getting on you. Alright, we're going to leave that for about a minute. Alright, as you can see, it's turning white around the edges, so we're just going to carefully scrape it up and turn it over. As you can tell, this recipe is very similar to the seared herb chicken that I do. And I have one more recipe that I want to try that would go along with this set. So I'll definitely see how that goes. As you can see, I pulled out my my platter here. And this chicken's just about ready. It doesn't take very long, especially because we cut it pretty small. I leave that one to last because it's a little bit thick. I'll start pulling the rest here. So basically the next steps are just a repetition of the first one here. As far as cooking it goes, we just take off a batch, we put another batch on until the whole, every piece of chicken is cooked. I'll come back to you when it's time to start plating. Alright, so the next step is to start setting up the salads. Doesn't take much effort. Just basically your mixed greens. I do red lettuce with baby kale and baby spinach. Especially when it's a meal like this, I like to use my deep red bowls. That way everybody's getting plenty. Gonna set one of these aside. I'm gonna build these three here. Two of them get radicchio. All of them get carrot. All of them get cucumbers. And I know off the top of my head what everybody likes, so. And the two that got the radicchio, get some onion. This is a little easier with the paring knife, but I'm going to remove the pith of the tomato. And I use Romas for most of my recipes. I chop them into chunks about that big, and every salad gets one. Some. For today's salads, we're going to finish it up with some olives. We're using Spanish style, manzanilla, I believe. And these are banana pepper rings. You can also use a pepperoncini in a salad. It's quite delicious. These are a bit thicker, so if you're doing rings, I definitely suggest doing banana peppers. Alright, so final step, we're going to weigh out and then cut some chicken. So just remember, for every ounce of chicken you want for raw weight, you got to drop about 1/4 of an ounce for cooked weight. So 3 ounces equals 4 ounces. Alright. Alright, and we're going to finish this up by chopping up the chicken. Alright, and I'll put half a serving on that salad there. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day.